Tonight is the night where we crown for the third year in a row the Scoops AFLW Medal. We will also be crowning my rising star, my All-Australian team, my most valuable player, and many more awards through the evening right here at the Scoops Medal. But tonight's main event will find out who will be the 2025 Scoops AFLW medalist. Will Jas Garner become a 3-time Scoops medal winner and take out all the awards like only Jas Garner can? Or will it be time for someone else to win it without Garner close by? Will we have a tie just like last year? Fun fact, a 4-way tie. Will someone win the medal that's not from North Melbourne? Last year, Ash Riddell was tied with her teammate, Jas Garner. Speaking of Ash Riddell, will she go back-to-back? It's a strong chance this is going to happen, or is it? Will it be a rising star of this competition, like Ella Roberts? Remember the name, Ella Roberts, and never discount the former rising star winner, Zali Goldsworthy. Will it be one of the Irish girls and shock everyone like Dana Finn, who started the season like one of the best players in the competition? You can never discount Ebony Marinoff, who is always close by. Never write off the best player in the competition in Mon Conti, who had yet again another stellar season. Is it finally the year a ruck wins the award? Is Mim Strom right in the conversation? Time will tell. Never discount the defenders. I feel like each and every year, defenders are not truly recognised for the value they do provide each team. But never fear. Every year, each and every week, day by day, defenders get truly recognised on the Scoop channel. Will a defender like Charlie Thomas, Emma O'Driscoll, or a Serene Watson hold more votes and shock everyone else? Will a forward who kicks goals like Indy Tahu hold well, or will a record be broken tonight, and will someone win more than one award? Expect the unexpected. Get pumped. Get up and about. I'm excited. Are you? Now here is your host, the sole admin of Scoops. It is Scoops.
Go Ella. Yes, Ella. Perfect, Ella Roberts. Star. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Scoops AFLW Medal. I am your host, Scoops, the sole admin of Scoops. Welcome to the third ever installment of the Scoops AFLW Medal. Who will be crowned this year's AFLW Medal winner? As you saw in that intro, let me know what you think of that banger intro. I thought it was amazing. What's also going to be amazing is tonight. It's the award night that you don't want to miss. It's the best award you can win, not only on the internet, but in all of footy. The Scoops AFLW Medal. Jas Garner has won the previous 2 years, albeit last year being a 4-way tie with Mon Conti, Ebony Marinoff, her teammate Ash Riddell, and herself, Jas Garner. She won the inaugural Scoops AFLW Medal. Will Jas Garner go back to back to back and make more history? We will all find out. But tonight is not only about the Scoops AFLW Medal. I will be crowning my 2025 Scoops AFLW All-Australian team, my rising star, my most valuable player, my most improved player, goal and mark of the year. So many awards to award to people this evening, so let's not waste any time. Comment down below who you think will win. Share this video around. I aim for 50 likes for this video. I want this to be shared around to every player in the competition. I want everyone to watch this. This is an awards night you don't want to miss. You don't understand how many hours and days of efforts I put into this video alone, let alone everything else on this channel that I do, and behind the scene works with interviews, goalkeeping challenges, everything like that. But please go support my Instagram page, AFL Info Live. Would really appreciate it. I'm going to give it a follow if you haven't already. Welcome to every player that is watching this show this evening. I know for a fact that there is some of the AFLW girls who are watching this. If you are watching this and I don't know that, please send me a message on Instagram, AFL Info Live. We'd love to hear your feedback on this episode this evening. It is going to be a big night. Strap yourselves in. Get your popcorn ready. Get your coffees ready. This is one night you don't want to miss. And if you're watching this and you don't know someone that's not watching right now, tell them to stop what they're doing. Get on this channel. We're live here on YouTube. We're premiering this. This is the awards night that you don't want to miss. Right. Let's go. We are going to kick proceedings off with round 1 of the Scoops AFLW Medal for 2025. Round 1, Carlton v Collingwood. Collingwood, Imogen Barnett, 1 vote. Collingwood, Britt Benici, 2 votes. Carlton, Mimi Hill, 3 votes. West Coast v Gold Coast. West Coast, Charlie Thomas, 1 vote. West Coast, Lucia Painter, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. Sydney v Richmond. Sydney, Chloe Malloy, 1 vote. Richmond, Mon Conti, 2 votes. Sydney, Zippy Fish, 3 votes. Geelong v North Melbourne. North Melbourne, Taylor Gatt, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Kate Shearlaw, 2 votes. Geelong, Michaela Bowen, 3 votes. GWS v Essendon. Essendon, Chloe Adams, 1 vote. Essendon, Maddie Prasparkas, 2 votes. Essendon, Georgia Nanscorn, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Melbourne. Melbourne, Eliza McNamara, 1 vote. Melbourne, Tyler Hanks, 2 votes. Melbourne, Liv Purcell, 3 votes. Brisbane v Hawthorn. Brisbane, Jade Allinger, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Tilly Lucas Rod, 2 votes. Hawthorn, Eliza West, 3 votes. St Kilda v Adelaide. St Kilda, Amber Clark, 1 vote. St Kilda, Charlotte Bascaran, 2 votes. St Kilda, T Smith, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Fremantle. Fremantle, Gabby Newton, 1 vote. Fremantle, Hayley Miller, 2 votes. Fremantle, Kiara Bowers, 3 votes. Now the leaderboard after round 1 of the Scoops Medal is as follows. All on 3 votes. Ella Roberts, Mimi Hill, Zippy Fish, Michaela Bowen, Kiara Bowers, T Smith, Eliza West, Liv Purcell, and Georgia Nanscorn. Will any of these names win the Scoops Medal? Only time will tell. We've got a lot of awards to go through this evening, but there's a special history-making moment that I want to congratulate, or 2, in fact. Congratulations to the North Melbourne Football Club, who have broken history yet again. So many records this year, but one in particular that stands out to everyone is they have the most wins consecutively in a row in AFL, VFL, AFLW history. They are the record breakers. The Roos are currently undefeated as we speak, going into the first week of the final series, 25 or so games in a row. It's an effort that can't be beaten and has been beaten by them, beating Geelong's AFL record of 23 or something like that. North Melbourne AFLW breaking history yet again. Will they go back-to-back this year? This is their 3rd potential grand final appearance in a row if they are to make it this year. One other bit of news I want to congratulate is Gemma Houghton to becoming the first ever AFLW player to reach 100 AFLW goals. She broke that on the weekend against the Giants, on the siren, might I add. Gemma Houghton making history yet again. It's the first ever AFLW player to reach 100 goals, beating Kate Hoare and Jas Garner, who are close behind. Well done to Gemma Houghton on an amazing effort. The Poilade superstar, veteran forward, breaking history yet again. So well done to Gemma Houghton. Now, also, I would like to congratulate some people on their careers. Jodie Hicks from the Richmond Football Club has announced her retirement after a stellar career at Richmond, the former cricket player. Well done to Jodie Hicks on her career. Tessa Lavey as well, who's announced her retirement today. So well done to her on her career as well. Rebecca Privatelli from the Swans, who also announced her retirement today. Janelle Cuthersburn from the Poilade Football Club announced her retirement officially yesterday as well. So well done to all those girls and everyone else who will or has currently retired after the 2025 AFLW season. Great achievements to everyone that has had their career in AFLW, whether it's a short term or a long term. Congratulations to each and every player who's announced their retirement this year so far, and will end up doing so when the season's officially over after the grand final. All right, now it's time for round 2 votes of the Scoops AFLW Medal. Let's go. Round 2, Collingwood v GWS. Collingwood, Lucy Cronin, 1 vote. Collingwood, Britt Benici, 2 votes. GWS, Tani Evans, 3 votes. Melbourne v St Kilda. Melbourne, Tyler Hanks, 1 vote. Melbourne, Taylor Harris, 2 votes. Melbourne, Kate Hoare, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Sydney. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 1 vote. Sydney, Montana Ham, 2 votes. Sydney, Chloe Malloy, 3 votes. Fremantle v Brisbane. Brisbane, Talia Hickey, 1 vote. Brisbane, Tay Smith, 2 votes. Fremantle, Aisling McCarthy, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Carlton. Hawthorn, Emily Bates, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Eliza West, 2 votes. Carlton, Harriet Cordner, 3 votes. Richmond v Western Bulldogs. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Pritchard, 1 vote. Richmond, Mon Conti, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Grant, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Port Adelaide. North Melbourne, Mia King, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 3 votes. Essendon v West Coast. Essendon, Bonnie Toogood, 1 vote. West Coast, Liz McGrath, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. Adelaide v Geelong. Adelaide, Ebony Marinoff, 1 vote. Geelong, Becky Webster, 2 votes. Geelong, Georgie Prasparkas, 3 votes. A leaderboard after round 2. In equal 3rd place, all on 4 votes. Mon Conti, Chloe Malloy, and Britt Benici. In 2nd place on 5 votes currently is Eliza West. And the current leader, the clean sweep, 2 3-vote performances in back-to-back performances on 6 votes, none other than the rising superstar in Ella Roberts from the West Coast Eagles. That's the leaderboard after round 2. It's going to be interesting to see who ends up winning the Scoops Medal. That's the leaderboard after round 2. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I would really, really appreciate it. It's now time to go through round 3 of the Scoops AFLW Medal vote count. Round 3, Richmond v Essendon. Richmond, Ali McKenzie, 1 vote. Essendon, Georgia Nanscorn, 2 votes. Richmond, Mon Conti, 3 votes. GWS v Adelaide. Adelaide, Anne Hatchard, 1 vote. GWS, Cambridge McCormick, 2 votes. GWS, Zali Goldsworthy, 3 votes. Geelong v Sydney. Sydney, Ali Morfitt, 1 vote. Geelong, Aisling Maloney, 2 votes. Sydney, Sophia Hurley, 3 votes. St Kilda v West Coast. West Coast, Jade Britton, 1 vote. West Coast, Lucia Painter, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Gold Coast. Port Adelaide, Sachi Syme, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, Gemma Houghton, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Hawthorn. Hawthorn, Tamara Smith, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Jenna Richardson, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Pritchard, 3 votes. Collingwood v Western Bulldogs. Collingwood v Melbourne. Apologies. Melbourne, Kate Hoare, 1 vote. Collingwood, Britt Benici, 2 votes. Collingwood, Ellie Runnels, 3 votes. Fremantle v North Melbourne. Fremantle, Mim Strom, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Amy Smith, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 3 votes. Brisbane v Carlton. Carlton, Tara Bohanna, 1 vote. Carlton, Dana Finn, 2 votes. Carlton, Abby McKay, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 3. In second place on 7 votes is none other than one of last year's winners, Mon Conti. And a clean sweep, back to back to back, 3-vote performances on 9 votes, none other than Ella Roberts. Will Ella Roberts become the youngest player in AFLW history to become a Scoops medal winner? Will Mon go back to back? Or will Riddell, Garner, Marinoff, Gardiner, and co have something else to say, or someone else that I haven't even mentioned? Comment down below what your thoughts are so far. Now it's time to just go to the other awards we have this evening. Right. The first award that we'll be announcing this evening is Mark and Goal of the Year. I declare the winner of the Scoops Goal of the Year for season 2025. It is none other than Georgia Patrikios from the Saints. Now, that was an amazing goal that Georgia got that I happened to capture on film. That is easily one of the goals of the year versus Carlton. Is actually in my intro to this episode this evening. So if you want to see that goal, go and check it out. It was an amazing goal from Georgia Patrikios, one of the Saints' best players. We missed her so much last year. She's come back from injury this year, had a lot of really good games, and we're steering the Saints along with her other midfield crew, led by her and Jamie Lambert and T. Smith and co, leading the Saints to their maiden final series appearance, just like the Eagles. So well done to Georgia on winning the Scoops Goal of the Year versus the Blues only a few weeks ago. Now it's time to reveal my Mark of the Year. I declare the winner of the Scoops Mark of the Year for season 2025 from the West Coast Eagles, Ella Roberts. Now, Ella took an amazing pack mark against the Bombers. That is also in the intro to this episode. That stellar mark against the Bombers ahead of Amy Gaylor and co. That was an amazing pack mark from Ella Roberts. Just an amazing game from Ella in that game. But also, in particular, that mark was simply amazing. So well done to Ella Roberts for winning the Scoops Mark of the Year for season 2025. So well done again to Georgia Patrikios and Ella Roberts for winning Goal and Mark of the Year for the Scoops 2025 Goal and Mark of the Year awards. Alrighty, now it is now time to go back to the Scoops medal votes, and let's kick it off with round 4. Shall we? Round 4. Melbourne v Richmond. Melbourne, Maeve Chaplin, 1 vote. Melbourne, Tyler Hanks, 2 votes. Richmond, Mon Conti, 3 votes. Gold Coast v GWS. GWS, Cambridge McCormick, 1 vote. Gold Coast, Lucy Single, 2 votes. Gold Coast, Neve McLaughlin, 3 votes. Carlton v Western Bulldogs. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Grant, 1 vote. Carlton, Sophie McKay, 2 votes. Carlton, Dana Finn, 3 votes. Hawthorn v St Kilda. Hawthorn, Anya Madonna, 1 vote. St Kilda, T. Smith, 2 votes. Hawthorn, Eliza West, 3 votes. Adelaide v Brisbane. Adelaide, Ebony Marinoff, 1 vote. Brisbane, Ali Anderson, 2 votes. Brisbane, Jade Allinger, 3 votes. Sydney v Fremantle. Sydney, Montana Ham, 1 vote. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 2 votes. Fremantle, Mim Strom, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Collingwood. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 1 vote. Collingwood, Tani White, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Ruby Tripodi, 3 votes. Essendon v Geelong. Essendon, Georgia Nanscorn, 1 vote. Geelong, Jack Parry, 2 votes. Geelong, Georgie Pasparkas, 3 votes. West Coast v Port Adelaide. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 1 vote. West Coast, Courtney Rowley, 2 votes. West Coast, Belle Lewis, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 4. In third place on 7 votes, the Irish woman from the Blues who had a breakout year, Dana Finn. In second place on 8 votes, polled well last year, is doing so well so far. On 8 votes from the Hawks, Eliza West. And now equal first, both on 10 votes, is Ella Roberts and Mon Conti. Now, last year, Mon, as I said, was one of 4 winners of the Scoops medal. Will Mon Conti go back-to-back? Will she retain the lead or keep this lead? Time will tell. Ella, that's the first game that she did not poll 3 votes in the first 4 weeks, but has polled in every game so far, along with Mon Conti as well. Now, it is time to go through my Scoops most valuable player for season 2025. I declare the winner of the Scoops most valuable player for season 2025. It's a tie. And funnily enough, between 2 teammates, congratulations to the most valuable player, the Scoops most valuable players for season 2025, both from the Fremantle Football Club, Mim Strom and Aisling McCarthy. Now, both Mim and Aisling McCarthy. Now, the Freo Football Club just missed out on their finals appearance. But, I mean, they have a star-studded midfield. You know, you got Gabby Newton, Kiara Bowers. But, you know, if they did not have Mim Strom in the ruck, I mean, I don't know where the Dockers would be. You know, Mim Strom is the best ruck in the competition, an All-Australian ruck, you know, just the best ruck to go around easily. No one is even close. She's so valuable, so important, probably the most important player in the competition. You know, if Freo don't have Mim Strom, Freo are lucky to win a lot of games. And, you know, it can't be undersold. Now, if you watch my podcast every week, Aisling McCarthy, I pump her up every week. She's in the team of the week a lot, either just out, or she's in the team. You know, she's damaging. Like some of her teammates who have good numbers, I think she's more damaging. Aisling McCarthy just has big impact, kicks a goal or 2 a game most weeks, gets about mid-20s disposals, a lot of clearances, score involvements, big moment player, Aisling McCarthy. Even on the weekend, when they were blowing their opportunities to Dockers late in the game, McCarthy didn't. She took every opportunity right in front of her. So the most valuable players in 2025 for me, for the Scoops, most valuable players in 2025, both from the Dockers, Mim Strom and Aisling McCarthy. So well done to both Mim and Aisling McCarthy on being the Scoops' most valuable players in season 2025. Now let's continue with those awards. Now, I declare the winners of the 2025 Scoops most improved players, this time not from the same club, but we do have another Docker on here, Gabby Newton, and from the Blues, Dana Finn. Now, both Dana and Gabby Newton have both had amazing seasons. Gabby Newton, a former number 1 draft pick from the Western Bulldogs. This is her second year at the Dockers. You know, last year she averaged about 17 disposals, but this year averaging around 23 to 24 disposals. You know, a lot of games where she's having around 30 disposals. But again, like McCarthy and Strom, just impact the game. And she's taking her game to another level. You know, at the Bulldogs, you know, her career was good. But at the Dockers, it's gotten from good to elite. And she's improved so much since joining the Dockers, especially. And in particular this year. Last year was really good, averaging around 18 disposals. But this year, averaging around 24 disposals. I mean, you can't fault her work. I mean, just so damn good. And she's so drastically improved and absolutely deserves this joint award with Dana Finn. And speaking of Dana Finn, I mean, Dana Finn's a bit like the Blues. You know, she's been so good this year, so damn consistent. Dana Finn was solid last year, but this year, she's getting like over 20 disposals every week. She's had multiple games where she had just under or over 30 disposals, kicking a few goals a game, Dana Finn. She's a quiet achiever, just does what Dana Finn does. One of the best Irish players in the competition. Definitely this year, I think she's been the best, along with her North Melbourne counterpart, Blaheem Bogue. I mean, Dana Finn has just been so damn impressive. I mean, she just had to be rewarded with this. You know, a player who was all right has gone from all right to great in 12 weeks. So a really earned award for Dana Finn and Gabby Newton, the 2025 Scoops AFLW Most Improved Players. All right, now it is time to continue the vote count. So let's continue that. All right, so round 5. Collingwood v Sydney. Collingwood. Ash Centra, 1 vote. Collingwood. Britt Benici, 2 votes. Collingwood. Kalinda Howarth, 3 votes. Carlton v Gold Coast. Carlton. Sophie McKay, 1 vote. Carlton. Dana Finn, 2 votes. Carlton. Lily Goss, the Goss, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Melbourne. Melbourne. Tyler Hanks, 1 vote. Melbourne. Maeve Chaplin, 2 votes. Melbourne. Kate Hoare, 3 votes. GWS v Western Bulldogs. GWS, Zali Goldsworthy, 1 vote. GWS, Emily Pease, 2 votes. GWS, Georgia Garnett, 3 votes. Richmond v Geelong. Richmond, Mon Conti, 1 vote. Geelong, Georgie Prasparkas, 2 votes. Geelong, Michaela Bowen, 3 votes. Essendon v St Kilda. St Kilda, Jamie Lambert, 1 vote. St Kilda, Ash Richards, 2 votes. St Kilda, Jessie Wardlaw, 3 votes. Brisbane v North Melbourne. Brisbane, Ali Anderson, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Mia King, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Adelaide. Adelaide, Maddie Newman, 1 vote. Adelaide, Anne Hatchard, 2 votes. Adelaide, Ebony Marinoff, 3 votes. Fremantle v West Coast. Fremantle, Ola Lally, 1 vote. Fremantle, Kiara Bowers, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 5 of the Scoops AFLW Medal for 2025. Leaderboard after round 5. In 3rd place on 9 votes. The surprise of the Scoops Medal so far. In 3rd place on 9 votes from the Blues, it's Dana Finn. In 2nd place on 11 votes, it is Mon Conti, and the now current outright leader on 13 votes, this young star from the Eagles, on 13 votes, Ella Roberts. Continuing her strong form, Ella Roberts, will she retain? Will she retain this momentum going into the back half of the season? Time will tell. She's having a great start to her season in 2025. That's the leaderboard after round 5. Right, let's go right into the round 6 votes. Collingwood v Hawthorn. Hawthorn, Anya Madonna, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Lucy Wales, 2 votes. Collingwood, Ash Centra, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Geelong. Geelong, Michaela Bowen, 1 vote. Geelong, Georgie Prasparkas, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Carlton. North Melbourne, Amy Smith, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 3 votes. Fremantle v Essendon. Fremantle. Aisling McCarthy, 1 vote. Fremantle. Kiara Bowers, 2 votes. Fremantle. Gabby Newton, 3 votes. Melbourne v West Coast. West Coast. Ella Roberts, 1 vote. West Coast. Abby Bushby, 2 votes. Melbourne. Eden Zankar, 3 votes. Sydney v GWS. GWS. Tani Evans, 1 vote. Sydney. Tanya Kennedy, 2 votes. GWS. Zali Goldsworthy, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Brisbane. Brisbane. Courtney Hodder, 1 vote. Brisbane. Sophie Conway, 2 votes. Brisbane. Ali Anderson, 3 votes. St Kilda v Richmond. St Kilda. Jamie Lambert, 1 vote. St Kilda. Serene Watson, 2 votes. Richmond. Ali Mackenzie, 3 vote. So, Gold Coast v Adelaide. Gold Coast. Neve McLaughlin, 1 vote. Adelaide. Sarah Goodwin, 2 votes. Gold Coast. Mia Gervin, 3 votes. Scoops Medal leaderboard after round 6. In 3rd place on 10 votes for the first time this evening, it's Georgie Prasparkas. In equal 2nd place on 11 votes, Mon Conti, and joining her now in equal 2nd on 11 votes also, Ash Riddell. And outright leader on 14 votes, it's none other than Ella Roberts. So we're halfway through the Scoops AFLW Medal for season 2025. Comment down below who is going to get the W in the Scoops Medal. Will we have a tie yet again, or will we have an outright winner this year? Who do you all think it'll be? Comment down below. Georgie Prasparkas is polling pretty damn well. That is all I shall say. But what I will say is let's move on to round 7 of the Scoops AFLW Medal. Round 7, Geelong v Hawthorn. Hawthorn, Jenna Richardson, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Jas Fleming, 2 votes. Hawthorn, Lucy Wales, 3 votes. Melbourne v Gold Coast. Melbourne, Maeve Chaplin, 1 vote. Melbourne, Megan Fitzsimon, 2 votes. Melbourne, Kate Hoare, 3 votes. Essendon v North Melbourne. Essendon, Bonnie Toogood, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Mia King, 3 votes. Carlton v Fremantle. Carlton, Dana Finn, 1 vote. Fremantle, Kiara Bowers, 2 votes. Fremantle, Gabby Newton, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Collingwood. Western Bulldogs, Alice Edmonds, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Pritchard, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Ali Blackburn, 3 votes. St Kilda v Port Adelaide. St Kilda, Ash Richards, 1 vote. St Kilda, T Smith, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, St Kilda, they wish. St Kilda, Jesse Wardlaw, 3 votes. Adelaide v Sydney. Adelaide, Ebony Marinoff, 1 vote. Adelaide, Neve Kelly, 2 votes. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 3 votes. Brisbane v Richmond. Brisbane, Courtney Hodder, 1 vote. Richmond, Mon Conti, 2 votes. Brisbane, Ali Anderson, 3 votes. West Coast v GWS. GWS, Rebecca Beeson, 1 vote. GWS, Zali Goldsworthy, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. The Scoops AFLW Medal leaderboard after round 7 in equal 2nd place, both on 13 votes. It's Mon Conti, it's Ash Riddell. And still the outright leader after round 7 on 17 votes, Ella Roberts. We've got just under half the season to go. Will Ella retain her lead? Mon, Riddell, Garner, Marinoff, Prasparkas are all trailing behind. Dana Finn, Eliza West, all the Freo crew. Kate Hoare is polling really well. We've got a lot of names to go through. But before we continue any further, it is now time to reveal the winner of the Rising Star, the Scoops AFLW Rising Star winner for 2025. I declare the winners of the Scoops Rising Star for 2025, Lucia Painter from the Eagles and Sophie McKay from the Blues. Now, look, this was a hard award to choose. Every year, the Rising Star, I'm always so torn to just choose an outright leader, especially when it's so even. Now, I mean, first off, Lucia Painter. She's kicked 9 goals this year. She's played mainly as a forward, pinch hitted in the midfield because their midfield is so strong. Her and Belle Lewis have worked so well playing forward together when both are probably better off playing mainly mid. But the Eagles have Roberts and, everyone else pushing through the midfield along with Painter and Belle Lewis. But the Eagles' depth in the midfield is so strong that Painter's had to play mainly forward. And in her first game, in her debut game, she got the Rising Star nominee for that round when she kicked 3 goals and like 16 disposals on debut. Had 2 games against the Saints, I believe, as well. She kicked 3 goals. And just key impact for a young player. Her leadership, I noticed that every West Coast game I was at was so vital. Like her first game in Victoria, I believe, was like her 3rd game of her career or 2nd. And she was leading the team. The experienced forwards like Kelly Gibson and co were in the side. But Lucia Painter was calling the troops, rallying the troops, being the leader that Lou has been. And I just saw that, I thought, wow, that's damn impressive for a young player to be leading an experienced forward line or had some experience in there. And she's leading the charge. She played so damn well. It's not about the disposals. It's the impact that Lou has with every disposal she has. Strong pack mark, strong tackling. Her burst in the midfield is so important for the Eagles. And that's why they made their maiden finals appearance. And Lucia Painter was an outright star this year. And he's one of my rising stars for 2025. And her first year draftee counterpart in Sophie McKay from the Blues. Soph, I mean, for a first-year player, I just want to stress enough how damn good she's been. The amount of pressure she would have had, having her sister Abby McKay be the new captain of the Blues, and the household name that the McKays are at the Blues, with her father Andrew having the career he had, and her sister Abby being now the captain of the Blues. You could kind of understand if she just dropped off and couldn't handle that pressure straight away, at least early days. But she seemed to handle it perfectly. I mean, she also, like Lou, had games where she's kicking 3s and 2s, having about 16, 18 disposals per game most weeks, if not at worst, like 12 at worst. I don't think there would have been a game where she had under 10, and if she did, it was only a rare one. But her impact, she's rejuvenated that Blues forward line that in years gone by has been pretty mediocre. And so just added a live wire to that forward line along with Poppy Schultz, who's another first-year draftee who had a great year as well. But Soph just brings that energy of the Blues and that different play that I feel like they've been missing, that forward play that can push through the midfield and push up the ground. Can take a good pack mark, can kick some great goals, loves a goal celebration, Soph, as you can see in that photo there. They're both just amazing players. I could not split both Lou and Soph for this award. So congratulations to Lucia Painter and Sophie McKay for being the joint Scoops AFLW Rising Stars for 2025. Well done to Lou and to Soph, 2 well-deserving winners of the Rising Star. Alrighty, now it is time to go back to the Scoops medal vote count, and we're going to go right into round 8. Round 8, Hawthorn v Fremantle. Hawthorn, Lucy Wales, 1 vote. Fremantle, Aisling McCarthy, 2 votes. Fremantle. Mim Strom, 3 votes. Melbourne v Essendon. Melbourne, Eliza McNamara, 1 vote. Melbourne, Taylor Harris, 2 votes. Melbourne, Maeve Chaplin, 3 votes. GWS v St Kilda. St Kilda, Georgia Patrikios, 1 vote. GWS, Maddie Brasendale, 2 votes. St Kilda, Jamie Lambert, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Sydney. North Melbourne, Mia King, 1 vote. Sydney, Zippy Fish, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Brisbane. Gold Coast, Charlie Rowbottom, 1 vote. Brisbane, Jade Allinger, 2 votes. Brisbane, Courtney Hodder, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Western Bulldogs. Western Bulldogs, Kaylee Kimber, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, Abby Dowrick, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Indy Tahu, 3 votes. Richmond v Adelaide. Richmond, Rebecca Miller, 1 vote. Richmond, Ali McKenzie, 2 votes. Richmond, Mon Conti, 3 votes. Geelong v Carlton. Carlton, Mimi Hill, 1 vote. Carlton, Aaron Fitzpatrick, 2 votes. Carlton, Abby McKay, 3 votes. West Coast v Collingwood. West Coast, Jess Wrench, 1 vote. West Coast, Loz Wakefer, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. The Scoops AFLW Medal leaderboard after round 8 in equal second place on 16 votes. It's Mon Conti, and back on the leaderboard is Ash Riddell, and currently running away ahead by 4 votes on 20 votes is Ella Roberts. Can anyone catch Ella Roberts with about 4 rounds to go? Who will catch Ella? Time will tell if anyone can catch up to Ella Roberts. Remember, expect the unexpected. That's a key catchphrase I always say when it's needed. Expect the unexpected. Let's now go straight into the round 9 Scoops AFLW Medal votes. Round 9, Western Bulldogs v Essendon. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Pritchard, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, Alice Edmonds, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Sarah Hartwick, 3 votes. Adelaide v West Coast. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 1 vote. Adelaide, Ebony Marinoff, 2 votes. West Coast, Georgie Cleaver, 3 votes. Geelong v GWS. GWS, Rebecca Beeson, 1 vote. Geelong, Georgie Prasparkas, 2 votes. GWS, Zali Goldsworthy, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Gold Coast. Gold Coast, Maddie Bradders, 1 vote. Maddie Brancatisano, 1 vote. Whew. 2 votes. Charlie Rowbottom, 2 votes. Hawthorn, Anya Madonna, 3 votes. That was Maddie Brancatisano, 1 vote. Charlie Rowbottom from Gold Coast, 2 votes. Anya Madonna, Hawthorn, 3 votes. Brisbane v Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, Ash Woodland, 1 vote. Brisbane, Courtney Hodder, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz, 3 votes. Richmond v North Melbourne. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 2 votes. Richmond, Mon Conti, 3 votes. Sydney v Carlton. Sydney, Tanya Kennedy, 1 vote. Sydney, Montana Ham, 2 votes. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 3 votes. St Kilda v Collingwood. St Kilda, Jessie Wardlaw, 1 vote. St Kilda, Paige Trudgeon, 2 votes. St Kilda, Georgia Patrikios, 3 votes. Fremantle v Melbourne. Fremantle, Kiara Bowers, 1 vote. Fremantle, Gabby Newton, 2 votes. Fremantle, Aisling McCarthy, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 9. In 4th place, equal 4th place on 12 votes, Zali Goldsworthy and Georgie Prasparkas. The first time Zali is on the leaderboard. In 3rd place on 17 votes, it's Ash Riddell. In second place on 19 votes, oh so close, it's Mon Conti. And the current outright leader after round 9 on 21 votes, it's Ella Roberts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news for you all this evening. If you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube, you can see the leaderboard there after round 9. There is only rounds 10, 11, and 12 to go. There is 3 rounds to go, which means if you're not on 12 votes, you are mathematically out of the running for the Scoops medal, which now can exclusively reveal to you all this evening with 3 rounds to go. Jas Garner will not be winning the 2025 Scoops AFLW medal. Neither will Ebony Marinoff. They are both out of here. So Jas Garner will not be a 3-time Scoops medal winner yet. Ebony Marinoff will not be going back to back. So, however, will Mon Conti or Ash Riddell go back to back? Or will we have a first-time winner in Ella Roberts, Zali Goldsworthy, or Georgie Prasparkas? They are the names to think of the most. They are the only 5 names that are eligible. There is 3 rounds to go. Get up and about. Who's going to win? Is it Ella? Is it Mon? Is it Ash Riddell? Is it Zali? Or is it Georgie? Comment down below who you think is going to be the 2025 Scoops AFLW medal winner or winners. Keep that in mind. Expect the unexpected. Is someone going to etch their name in history for a second time or a first time? I dare tell you all to acknowledge not only me, but whoever wins this award this year. Now, we are going to take a break in proceedings. By that, I mean it's time to reveal the award outside of the Scoops AFLW medal that I love reading out the most each and every year. It is time to reveal my Scoops 2025 Scoops AFLW All-Australian team. Okay, the Scoops 2025 AFLW All-Australian team is going to be read out right here, right now. So let's just get ready. It's going to be controversial to some, but, you know, respect my decisions. So this is the Scoops AFLW All-Australian team reveal. From the back line, Maeve Chaplin and Emma O'Driscoll. Full back, the trudge, Paige Trudgeon. From the half-back line, the flank is Neve McLaughlin and Tani White. Centre half-back, it is none other than Charlie Thomas. The wingers, Dana Finn and Gabby Newton. Centre woman, the best player in the competition, it's Mon Conti. The half-forward line, the flankers, a 2-time Scoops medal winner, Jas Garner. The other half-forward player, the captain of the Demons, it's Kate Hoare. Centre half-forward, one of the best Irish players in the competition, it's Anya Madonna. Speaking of the Irish, first one in the pocket, it's Blaheem Bogue. One of the Scoops Rising Star winners in the other pocket, Sophie McKay. Full forward, this year's leading goal kicker in the competition, and congratulations to this year's Scoops full forward, Indy Tahu. The ruck, the best ruck in the competition, no ifs, ands or buts about it, it's Mim Strom. The Rovers, Ash Riddell and Ella Roberts. The interchange, Aisling McCarthy, Georgie Prasparkas, Laura Gardiner, Ebony Marinoff, and Charlie Rowbottom. So they are my All-Australian team for 2025. Now, I'm going to detail each and every player and their reasons for them being selected. But let me just get the banner up for you all. Make sure I do click the right bloody one. That'd be disastrous. So that is my gee, I want to make sure I don't go too far down. So that's my All-Australian team, ladies and gentlemen. Maeve Chaplin, has been so damn reliable. You can lock down Maeve Chaplin for locking down her opponent and getting a lot of the ball, a lot of marks, a lot of intercept plays and everything like that. She's just a really, really impactful player, Maeve Chaplin. It's great to see. Emma O'Driscoll, they're a reliable defender from the Dockers. Just gets the job done each and every week. Emma O'Driscoll, a reliable defender for the Dockers who's had an All-Australian level year, a lot of intercepts and 1%ers. Emma does really well. The Trudge, Paige Trudgeon from the Saints, the only Saint in this year's All-Australian team. Paige has had a great year, and I've been really impressed with how she's worked as a defender. Coming from Carlton, I wasn't sure if it was the right move, and last year she was solid, and this year she's been great. Locking down some of the competition's best players. She's just done so damn well for me, Paige Trudgeon, the Trudge. Locking down plays, getting a lot of the ball, a lot of intercepts, a lot of 1%ers. Paige doing very well, very, very well this year, and I'm really happy with how Paige has gone this season. Neve McLaughlin, Golders have been woeful, but she's been great. The co-captain of the Suns with Lucy Stingle, Neve has been great, mainly as a halfback, to start the season, then lately as a midfielder, and has executed her role to perfection, not only as a leader, but as a player, and has deserved this All-Australian spot. Tani White from the Pies, she had a good year last year, and this year she's been really, really consistent as well. She's just been getting a lot more of the ball, a bit more clean over her disposals, more calm over her disposals, and, having an impact. So she's had a great year. Charlie Thomas, the best key defender in the competition. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't want to hear anything to say otherwise. Charlie's a gun. Only 22. She's going to lead that Eagles club to the future. And maybe this year, if her finals appearance, their maiden finals appearance, she's a co-captain with Belle Lewis, and she's had an amazing season. A lot of intercept disposals, a lot of marks, a lot of important, not port. There's not really a port player in here, I don't think. There's not. So, she's had a really good year. Charlie Thomas. So well on to Charlie. Dana Finn, breakout star of the year with Gabby Newton. And funnily enough, they're both named on the wing. I mentioned their form and consistency this year. Breakout years, both have been bloody amazing, and both should be really proud of how their seasons have gone. Dana's obviously got a match up against the Eagles in the elimination final this week, but Gabby should be really proud also of her first season as well. Mon Conti, one of the best players in the competition. Richmond have had a dreadful season. It's a season to forget for the Tigers, but not for Mon. Mon's been doing Mon Conti things, and it's been simply amazing, and has had a stellar season. Jas Garner, has played some games and parts of games up forward this year with the stellar midfield crew like herself. We can't fit them all in the midfield. The forward line was a bit harder to choose this year, besides maybe 4 of those names I got there in the forward line. So Jas Garner goes in the forward line, kicks goals as well, so she can play there and has been playing there. So, she's had a great season. Kate Hall, the captain of the Demons, playing more midfield this year, but also has pushed forward, kick goals. Goal kicking mids are a luxury, just like Jas Garner. Averaging over 20 as well. And truly, an amazing season. I really rate Kate Hall as a player, and she's a wonderful person and a leader. But this season, her form has been severely underrated. And come the club-by-club leaderboard, which you'll find out later on, you'll see what I mean. Anya Madonna, I think she was second or third in the Coleman this year, about 21 goals in the home and away season. Obviously got a final series to go for Anya, but a great year nonetheless, and just impactful. She doesn't just kick goals, she impacts the game, and even gets a lot more of the ball than maybe she's done in previous years. Walking goals, but this year she's added that string to her bow, and that's very important. Blaheem Bogue, in her debut season in a way, last year she didn't make her debut for the Roos, and it wasn't a real shock because North Melbourne have good players not playing games regularly or at all. Blaheem, around 20 goals this year, just simply bloody impressive. her speed and her shots of goal, that's also in the intro from the video where she gave that goal at Windy Hill against the Bombers. She's kicked so many great goals this year, Blaheem Bogue. Live wire speedster. I mean, they've found a gem in Blaheem Bogue. All the Irish girls at the Roos are bloody great. In particular, Blaheem Bogue this year. Sophie McKay. Now, this might shock people that I've named her in here. But again, when you produce what she's producing, I mean, for forwards this year, you could argue with her and Lou Paynter. Lou Paynter's the other one that missed out. But I had to only put one in, so I went Soph. Only for the fact of, I think, I want more of a pure forward, where Soph is more of a burst player in the middle, where Lou over time will play more midfield. So I went Soph here, and, 12 goals in her debut season, it's nothing to gloss over. She's had a really good year, like Lou, and Soph has deserved this spot in my eyes. Mim Strom is the best ruck in the comp. She averages more disposals than any other ruck this year. She's impactful. She's dominating. Even in some of her quiet games, she's still impacted. Unlike the other rucks, when they've gone missing, and Mim has not gone missing. And when Mim dominates, you know it. Just like her game on the weekend against Adelaide, she had 23 disposals and like 28 hit-outs, about 15 contested positions, like 7 or 8 scoring involvements and clearances, maybe even 9, I think. So that's just one game. Just proves my point of how dominant Mim is, and no other ruck in the comp can produce numbers like that on a consistent basis and impactful. Ash Riddell, one of the best players in the competition. She has done really well. An accumulator, but it's not just an accumulator. Ash Riddell is a great player. Likewise, Ella Roberts, who is only about 21 years of age, cannot sing the praise of Ella Roberts enough, like I have every week. And I will praise talented players every week when they produce stellar performances every week. Ella can go forward, kick goals, take great pack marks, and just has a lot of impact. She may not get the amount of disposals as Ash Riddell does, but she impacts with her mid-20 disposals, around 30 as well. Ella Roberts doing Ella Robert things, and it's just great to see. The interchange bench, Aisling McCarthy, as I mentioned earlier with the award she received earlier this evening, just impacts the game so well. She does a lot of damage with the footy, which is something that separates her from other players that have just missed out in this position, because she does really well. She can kick goals as well. What Garner and Kate Hore are doing, I see Aisling McCarthy doing the same. A goal kicking mid, they're luxury, they're premium. Speaking of premium, Georgie Pasparkas, great year. Absolutely great year. Geelong's best player this year, easily. Will win their BNF again, as she always does. Maybe Bowie's a chance as well. But Georgie's just been great. Absolutely great. I mean, would be on the field, but look at the midfielders on the field ahead of her. It's just so damn hard to choose. But nonetheless, well done to Georgie. Laura Gardiner has had a consistent year. Even when Sydney's been shit, she's been pretty good, to be fair. Averaging over 30 disposals this year. One of the players this competition that's averaged the most disposals this year. One of, I think, not the most, but if not first, probably second or third. She's been really good and consistent. Ebony Marinoff. Marinoff's had huge numbers and lots of tackles this year in a lot of games. I don't think she's been her efficient best, and that's reflected on the Scoops medal votes as you've seen so far. And she's not eligible now, so I can say that to win. But, she's had a great year still nonetheless. Ebony Marinoff still dominates each and every week. But over the other midfielders I've named, not quite an amazing season. It's still a great year, which just shows how damn talented Ebony Marinoff is, who also reached 100 games this year. Well done to Ebony Marinoff, Ali Anderson, Jas Garner, Shannon Campbell, and every other player that's reached 100 games. Unlike the Hawthorn Football Club, I can acknowledge and respect players who have milestones and retire. So well done to everyone who's had a milestone game this year and retirement. At least I will congratulate and acknowledge you all. Well done. And the last player on the team, I debated the last few spots, to be honest, and there was a few other mids I was thinking of, but I've gone to Charlie Rowbottom, the consistent performer, the accumulator, the contested possession machine. I had days where she's having 22 to 27 contested possessions a game. That's just fucking huge. Sorry, excuse my language, but apologies for that. But just so damn huge is Charlie Rowbottom, and she absolutely warrants this spot. So deserved. In a team that's gone pretty bad, her and Eve McLaughlin can hold their head up high. They've been really good. And one player I want to shout out has nothing to do with the All-Australian team. Havana Harris in her debut season as well had a really consistent year, along with Zippy Fish as well, who Zippy was considered for a spot in the All-Australian team. as well. But I think the other players like McLaughlin and Tani White had more impact in the games over her. But nonetheless, Zippy's had a great, amazing first season. Along with Ash Centra, who was also in consideration for the Rising Star. If Ash didn't miss the last 3 games, she probably could have won it as well. But she missed a few games, which didn't help. And but Ash had a great year. This year's #1 draft pick for a reason, which is still the right, person to have been the #1 draft pick. Ash Centra will be the future, or is already the future, of this competition. Now it's time to go back to the Scoops medal. So let's go back to that, shall we? And go through all the votes. The last 3 rounds to go. So remember, there was only 5 names in contention. Georgie Pasparkas, Ella Roberts, Zali Goldsworthy, Mon Conti, and Ash Riddell. Who will be the 2025 AFLW medal winner? Let's go for the last 3 votes, last 3 rounds in a row. Let's go! Get up and about, everyone. Round 10. Port Adelaide v Hawthorn. Port Adelaide, Ash Woodland, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Indy Tahu, 3 votes. West Coast v Geelong. West Coast, Belle Lewis, 1 vote. West Coast, Lucia Painter, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. Melbourne v Sydney. Melbourne, Megan Fitzsimon, 1 vote. Melbourne, Eden Zanker, 2 votes. Melbourne, Kate Hoare, 3 votes. GWS v Fremantle. GWS, Emily Pease, 1 vote. Fremantle, Gabby Newton, 2 votes. Fremantle, Mim Strom, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Adelaide. North Melbourne, Talia Randall, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 3 votes. Carlton v St Kilda. St Kilda, Amber Clark, 1 vote. St Kilda, T Smith, 2 votes. St Kilda, Georgia Patricios, 3 votes. Essendon v Brisbane. Brisbane, Charlie Mullins, 1 vote. Brisbane, Orla O'Dwyer, 2 votes. Brisbane, Ali Anderson, 3 votes. Collingwood v Richmond. Collingwood, Tani White, 1 vote. Richmond, Mon Conti, 2 votes. Collingwood, Geordie Allen, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Western Bulldogs. Western Bulldogs, Ali Blackburn, 1 vote. Gold Coast, Charlie Rowbottom, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Izzy Pritchard, 3 votes. The Scoops AFLW medal leaderboard after round 10, in 3rd place on 19 votes is Ash Riddell. In 2nd place on 21 votes, it's Mon Conti. And the current outright leader heading into the last 2 rounds on 24 votes is Ella Roberts. Now, let's put up the leaderboard after round 10. We've eliminated 2 more names, ladies and gentlemen. Zali Goldsworthy is no longer eligible to win the 2025 Scoops AFLW medal, and neither is Georgie Pasparkas. So we are down to 3. And all I will say now, round 11 and round 12, all 3 players, Conti, Riddell, and Roberts, all had best on-ground level performances. There is 2 rounds to go. Now, if Ella Roberts is to poll 3 votes, 2 more votes. If Ella Roberts polls 2 more votes, Ash Riddell cannot win. If Ella Roberts polls 4 or more votes in the last 2 games, Mon Conti is out. Fun fact, Ella Roberts was a late out for round 11. 2 rounds to go. Ella's not playing in round 11. So this brings Mon and Ash Riddell back into the equation. Let's go right here, right now, with the Scoops round 11 AFLW votes. Round 11, Adelaide v Port Adelaide. Adelaide, Grace Kelly, 1 vote. Adelaide, Sarah Goodwin, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Ash Woodland, 3 votes. Sydney v West Coast. Sydney, Tanya Kennedy, 1 vote. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 2 votes. West Coast, Charlie Thomas, 3 votes. Essendon v Hawthorn. Essendon, Georgia G, 1 vote. Hawthorn, Jas Fleming, 2 votes. Hawthorn, Anya Madonna, 3 votes. Fremantle v Richmond. Fremantle, Emma O'Driscoll, 1 vote. Richmond. Mon Conti, 2 votes. Fremantle, Aisling McCarthy, 3 votes. Brisbane v Melbourne. Brisbane, Charlie Mullins, 1 vote. Melbourne, Kate Hoare, 2 votes. Brisbane, Belle Dawes, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Geelong. Geelong, Nina Morrison, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, Jess Fitzgerald, 2 votes. Geelong, Georgie Pasparkis, 3 votes. North Melbourne v St Kilda. North Melbourne, Emma King, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Ash Riddell, 2 votes. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 3 votes. Carlton v GWS. Carlton, Sophie McKay, 1 vote. Carlton, Lily Goss, 2 votes. Goss, 3 votes. Dana Finn, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Collingwood. Collingwood, Nell Morris Dalton, 1 vote. Gold Coast, Lucy Single, 2 votes. Gold Coast, Charlie Rowbottom, 3 votes. The Scoops AFLW Medal leaderboard after round 11. In 3rd place on 21 votes is Ash Riddell. In 2nd place on 23 votes, it's Mon Conti. And current outright leader after round 11 on 24 votes is none other than Ella Roberts. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news for you all. We have 1 round to go. The leaderboard is what you see on the screen. So we can exclusively reveal right here, right now, live here on the Scoops Medal vote count night for 2025 that Ash Riddell cannot be an outright leader. Expect the unexpected. So if Ash Riddell was to be on top of the leaderboard, she can only be equal again, or will she? 1 round to go. If Ash Riddell was to poll 3 votes, Mon gets none and Ella gets none, Ash would be again a joint winner of the Scoops Medal, and that would be rare history in its own right to be a joint winner back-to-back years and be the only player to be a joint winner. However, if Mon Conti polls 2 votes or more, then Ash Riddell is out. If Ella Roberts polls 3 votes, the other 2, Mon and Ash, are out, and Ella would be a first-time winner. What history is being broken, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going to have a joint winner back-to-back years? Or one of those winners going to be a back-to-back joint winner? Are we going to have an outright winner, or are we going to have a first-time winner? Comment down below. Is it Ella Roberts? Is it Mon Conti? Or is it Ash Riddell? Let's go! Round 12, the last round of the AFLW home and away season. It's down to 3. Is it Ella Roberts? Is it Mon Conti? Or is it Ash Riddell? Let's find out right now. Let's go! GWS v Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz, 1 vote. GWS, Emily Pease, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, Gemma Houghton, 3 votes. Sydney v Essendon. Sydney, Lucy McAvoy, 1 vote. Essendon, Georgia Nanscorn, 2 votes. Sydney, Laura Gardiner, 3 votes. Geelong v Melbourne. Melbourne, Eden Zanker, 1 vote. Geelong, Georgie Pasparkis, 2 votes. Geelong, Michaela Bowen, 3 votes. Collingwood v Brisbane. Brisbane, Charlie Mullins, 1 vote. Brisbane, O'Dwyer, 2 votes. Brisbane, Ali Anderson, 3 votes. St Kilda v Western Bulldogs. St Kilda, Janome Anderson, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, Emma McDonald, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, Kaylee Kimber, 3 votes. Adelaide v Fremantle. Fremantle, Gabby Newton, 1 vote. Fremantle, Aisling McCarthy, 2 votes. Fremantle, Mim Strom, 3 votes. Hawthorn v North Melbourne. Hawthorn, Eliza West, 1 vote. North Melbourne, Jas Garner, 2 votes. North Melbourne. Talia Randall, 3 votes, which means with 2 games to be read out, Ash Riddell cannot be a back-to-back Scoops medal winner. We're down to Mon. We're down to Ella. Who is it? Comment down below. Richmond v Gold Coast. Richmond. Grace Egan, 1 vote. Gold Coast. Lucy Single, 2 votes. 3 votes. Charlie Rowbottom, 3 votes. West Coast v Carlton. West Coast, Charlie Thomas, 1 vote. Carlton, Abby McKay, 2 votes. West Coast, Ella Roberts, 3 votes. I declare the winner of the Scoops medal for season 2025 from the West Coast Eagles, the young superstar, Ella Roberts. Remember the name, Ella Roberts. Congratulations to Ella Roberts for being a first-time Scoops medal winner. Ella Roberts is a bona fide star. At the young age of 21, is already a star of this competition. Ella had been just short of winning the Scoops medal last year in that 4-way tie, was in the top 5, was oh so close to winning last year, and this year, Ella Roberts is an outright star and an outright winner of the 2025 Scoops AFLW medal. Here is some of the highlights that I had captured at West Coast Games in season 2025 of this young superstar, the best young player in the competition, if not the best player in the competition, none other than Ella Roberts.
Ella Roberts from the boundary plays on. Yeah! Ella Roberts gets a goal. The Eagles are back in it. Well done, Ella. Go, Ella. Yes, Ella. Perfect, Ella Roberts. Star. Gibson. Who else but Ella Roberts? Every week, Ella kills it. Ella Roberts to seal the game for the Eagles in an unlikely comeback.
He lives in Melbourne.
Remember the name, Ella Roberts. The future of the competition is right in front of you. Ella Roberts, star.
Congratulations to Ella Roberts for being the 2025 Scoops AFLW medal winner. Ella is just the best player in the competition this year for me, easily. Game changer. Just helped her side go to their maiden grand final. Well, who knows? Their maiden final series. Ella Roberts is a bona fide star. Congratulations, Ella, and an amazing player, an amazing person, an absolute well-deserved award for Ella Roberts to win. Ella, bona fide star. I always say, remember the name Ella Roberts, and there's a reason. She's a star, and at just 21 years of age, is a Scoops medal winner for the first time. Well done, Ella. Etched in history, well-deserved. Now, the final 5 of the Scoops medal are as follows. In equal 5th place on 15 votes, 3 players. On 15 votes, Kate Hall, Jas Garner, and Ali Anderson, all on 15 votes. In 4th place, on 17 votes, it's Georgie Prasparkas. In 3rd place on 21 votes is Ash Riddell. In 2nd place on 23 votes, it's Mon Conti. And outright winner of the Scoops medal on 27 votes, the young superstar from the Eagles, Ella Roberts. As I just said, an amazing award for an amazing player. Absolutely warrants the award this year, Ella Roberts. So there's the leaderboard on the screen. I'll have a graphic for you all to see right here, right now, of the top 5. There's a picture of the top 5 of the Scoops medal this year. There's the top 5. You know, obviously got Ella front and center being the winner. Mon on the left for being the second place this year. Third place, Ash Riddell on the right. Then Georgia Pasparkas on the left, who's in fourth place. And then equal fifth, Ali Anderson, who's the first time she's appeared on the leaderboard. No time like the present to finish in the top 5 for Ali Anderson, who had an amazing season from the Brisbane Lions, who also, by the way, reached 100-game milestone this year. So one on Ali Anderson, an amazing achievement. And Kate Hall, Jas Garner, and Ali Anderson all were equal fifth. Captains galore, stars galore in the top 5, all warrant the positions they were in. Now, also on top of that, we're going to go through club by club leaderboard, but there is the graphic there of the final leaderboard for you all to see on the screen. As I just read out loud, equal fifth, 15 votes, Kate Hall, Jas Garner, Ali Anderson. Fourth place, Georgia Pasparkas. Third place, Ash Riddell. Second place, Mon Conti. And first place, Ella Roberts. The 2025 Scoops AFLW medal winner, Ella Roberts. One on Ash, Mon, and Ella for being in the top 3. Now, we are going to go through the club by club leaderboard for each club. So let's go through that right here, right now. So as you can see on the screen, these are the votes for the Scoops AFLW medal leaderboard for the Crows. In 5th place, equal 5th on 1 vote is Maddie Newman and Grace Kelly. 2 votes for Neve Kelly. 3 votes for Anne Hatchard. 4 votes for Sarah Goodwin. And only 8 votes is she for Ebony Marinoff. She polled in a lot of games and more 1-vote games. There was a 3 in that game in her season. But her best games were when others had big games as well. But I know some people might think that's a bit low. And I mean, on the surface, it does look low, but that's what it is. For Brisbane Lions, Ali Anderson polled the most votes with 15, 7 to Courtney Hodder, 6 for Jade Allinger, 4 for Orla Ojwire, who I thought had a great year, 3 to Bella Dawes, who was close to All-Australian, Orla Ojwire. Charlie Mullins as well was very close to All-Australian. She had 3 votes with Bella Dawes. Tay Smith, their full forward, on 2. Sophie Conway as well, who had a great year. Talia Hickey, their ruck, on 1 vote. For Carlton, 1 vote for Tara Brohanna, 2 for Rowan Fitzpatrick, 3 for Harriet Cordner, 4 for Mimi Hill and Sophie McKay, 5 for the Goss, Lily Goss, 8 to the captain of the Blues, Abby McKay, and 13 votes for Dana Finn. Breakout year, absolutely deserved this position. She had a great year. For the Pies, no shock that Britt Benici polled the most votes with 8. The number 1 draft pick, the superstar Ash Santra with 4 votes. 3 to Ailey Reynolds and Clinda Howarth, who had a good start of the season. Geordie Allen and Tani White, likewise with 3 votes each. 1 vote to Imogen Barnett, Lucy Cronin, and Nell Morris Dalton. For the Bombers, it was just 8 votes for Georgia Nanscorn, who started the season like a house on fire. 2 to Bonnie Toogood and Maddie Pasparkas. 1 vote to Chloe Adams, who had a great second season. Must give her credit there. And Georgia G. For Fremantle, it was led by Aisling McCarthy, so tidy at the Dockers. They stole votes off each other. Look at that. 14 Aisling McCarthy, 13 to Mim Strom, 12 for Gabby Newton, 10 for Kiara Bowers, 2 to Hayley Miller, 1 to Ola Lully and Emma O'Driscoll. I mean, Mim Strom had the most votes for a ruck, as she's the best ruck in the competition. Not necessarily how votes work, but she is still the best. So that's, just shows how good Freo were and how unlucky they were to miss finals when they got players like that, just missing out on, other awards. Because I guarantee you, if one of those players didn't have the seasons they had, we might have been talking about a Freo player being up there and even closer in the awards. But, well done to those girls in particular who, just had great years and absolutely deserve to be recognised for their great efforts. Now, the Geelong Football Club, we had Georgia Pasparkas dominate with 17 votes in the top 5. 4th place for her. She was great this year. Really, really good. 10 to Bowie, Michaela Bowen. An amazing season for Bowie. 3 votes in the last round as well. Just bloody great. Becky Webster, 2, along with their full forward, Ashley Maloney with 2, and Jack Parry up forward. Nina Morrison had 1 vote, but she had a really good year, in particular the last game against Melbourne. For Gold Coast, we had 11 votes in the end for Charlie Rowbottom, who shot up in the back half of the season. She had a good year all the way around, but Gold Coast losing doesn't help her. Not that it should matter, and it doesn't for me, because that's why she got 11 votes. Maddie Catasano, 1 vote. 3 to Mia Gervin, 4 to Neve McLaughlin, 6 to the co-captain Lucy Single, along with Neve McLaughlin, and I said 11 to Charlie Rowbottom. For GWS, Zali Goldsworthy, it is Zali doing Zali things. Gold Star season for Zali Goldsworthy. Had her team been good, she might have got more votes. She got 12 votes. Defender Emily Pease had 5 votes. Tani Evans, who I thought had an All-Australian level year as well, was very thought for my team of the year, my All-Australian team, but was just so short. 4 votes for her, 3 for Cambridge McCormick, who was considered for All-Australian as well. Georgia Garner had 3 votes. Maddie Bresendale had a good breakout year for 2 votes, along with the captain, Rebecca Beeson, who I thought was a bit better than that, but unfortunately that's how votes work. For the Hawks, 1 vote each to Emily Bates and Tamara Smith, 2 for Tilly Lucas-Rod, 3 for Jenna Richardson, 4 for Jazz Fleming, 6 for Lucy Wales, 8 for Anya Madonna, and 9 for Eliza West, who had an amazing year. Back-to-back stellar seasons for Eliza West. Who's Ella West? Eliza West, and an amazing season. For the Demons, skipper Kate Hall. I said earlier, you'll know the true reflection of Kate Hall's season when you see her votes. She ended up with 15 and played really well, equal 5th as well. Maeve Chaplin had 7. She played really well. Tyler Hanks started the year really well and had a consistent year. And even in the last round, 1 and 28 against Geelong. Didn't polar vote, but it was really good. Eden Zanker kicked some bags of goals throughout the year. She got 6. 4 for Taylor Harris, who had a consistent year for Mo's part. Liv Purcell got 3 votes in round 1 and unfortunately did her ACL in that game. So we wish her all the best in her recovery. Hopefully she's back out there in round 1 next year, as the Demons have missed her immensely in the midfield crew. Megan Fitzsimon had a breakout year as well. She was considered for that award as well. She got 3 votes. And Eliza McNamara, really good winger for the Demons. She got 2 votes as well. I mean, you know, you can't all get votes. You still have a good year and not poll many votes. Like, I guarantee you, tell me if Tyler Hanks only had 6 votes worthy this year, I'd say you're kidding yourself. But it's just the stellar players that Melbourne have got that, you know, they're stealing votes of each other, like Kate Hall and Maeve Chaplin and, you know, Fitzsimon and co like that are having, you know, breakout years. So you can't please everyone and you can't all be getting, you know, votes, unfortunately. So it is what it is there. But yeah, they did really, really well. For the Roos, Ash Riddell, 21 votes. Jas Garner, 15. 8 for Mia King, had a great year before a knee injury in round 9. Talia Randall had 4 votes, did really well. Ruby Tripodi and Amy Smith both had 3 votes, who had great seasons and stepping up in the midfield/wing position for Amy and the midfield, inside mid for Ruby. 2 for Kate Shearlaw up forward. Taylor Gatton and Emma King, 1 vote. Both have had injuries this year. For Port Adelaide, Matilda Schultz had the most votes for the Power on 12 votes. 6 for the Coleman Medal winner, Indy Tahu. 5 for Ash Wooland, who I wanted to commend for a great season. She's one I thought she had better than 5 votes, but unfortunately, you know, you have great games, you still don't get votes necessarily. Gemma Houghton, record-breaking 100 goals for her career. Gemma Houghton, the first AFLW player to ever reach 100 goals. Well done, Gemma. Really great achievement. 2 to Abby Dowrick and 1 to Sachi Syme. 23 votes for Richmond's star Mon Conti in second place. 6 for Ali McKenzie. 1 each to Rebecca Miller and Grace Egan. For the Saints, my Saints, 9 to T. Smith. 7 to Jessie Waller and Georgia Patrigios. 5 to Jamie Lambert, who had a great year. And we've got a maiden final series appearance to make this week against the Crows, like the Eagles do against the Blues. 9 for T. Smith, 7 for Wardlaw and Georgia Patrigios, 5 for Jamie Lambert, 3 for Ash Richards, who I thought was great before her leg injury. We really miss Richo up forward and in the midfield. 2 to Baskey, Charlotte Basker, and 2 to Serene Watson, the key defender. And as is Paige Trojan on 2 votes, Amber Clarkey as well. And 1 to Janome Anderson, who's had a breakout season as well when she hasn't been injured. For the Swans, 11 to Laura Gardiner. That may become a surprise to some, but not really for me. 5 for Zippy Fish. 5 for Montana Ham. You know, she was one that I thought had a great year. All-Australian level year for her. 5 for Zippy Fish. 4 for Chloe Malloy before her injury. 4 for Tanya Kennedy, who had a good back end of the year. 3 to Sophia Hurley, injury-interrupted season. 1 to Ali Morford and Lucy McAvoy. You know, for the Western Bulldogs, 7 to Itchy Pritchard, 4 to Izzy Grant, Ali Blackburn and Kaylee Kimber, 3 to Sarah Hartwick and Alice Edmonds, 2 to Jess Fitzgerald and Emma McDonald, and the Eagles, the winner of the Scoops Medal for season 2025, Ella Roberts, on 27 votes, 6 to Lou Paynter, 5 to Charlie Thomas, 4 to Belle Lewis, 3 to Georgie Cleaver, 2 to Liz McGrath, Connie Rowley, Loz Wakefer, and Abby Bushby, and 1 vote to Jay Britton and Jess Wrench. All had great years, in particular, the ones at the top 5 in the votes there for the Eagles, along with Jay Britton and Loz Wakefer. Again, everyone, raise your glasses and commemorate and congratulate the 2025 Scoops Medal winner from the West Coast Eagles, a young star, Ella Roberts. We acknowledge you. Well done, Ella. And thank you all for watching. Subscribe and share it around. Appreciate you all so much. Well done, Ella Roberts. And go the Saints in the final series. Hopefully we can get the W. Thank you. And well done, Ella Roberts.